I now recognize Ms. Castor for her 5 minutes of questioning.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'm not going to mince words. I think this bill is an appalling betrayal of hardworking Americans, their ability to safeguard their personal information. It's a violation, it would just allow violation of their privacy to continue. It wipes away laws across the country that protect privacy. It will lead to higher costs for consumers. It will further unleash insidious AI surveillance pricing. It will end state laws relating to unwanted robocalls and spam text messages, and it will gut online privacy protections for kids. Ms. Fitzgerald, you have an entire section in your testimony about how the GOP anti-privacy bill will make minors less safe online. We've debated this a lot in this committee. Will you expand and elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the question. You know, states have passed dozens of laws giving kids and teens stronger privacy protections online, both as part of comprehensive privacy laws and in age-appropriate design codes and other kids' online safety rules. And this bill will take those protections away without really, meaningfully replacing them. So it's an example of why I did say that I do think that passage of this bill would be a worse outcome for Americans, because we know how this works. If this privacy bill passes, Congress will have checked the box on dealing with privacy for decades to come, and these rules will be cemented into law. Technology is changing. We're already, seeing the harms that kids are suffering, especially kids are suffering online due to the harmful business practices of big tech. And I just don't think that Congress should be passing a federal privacy law that fails to address those harms.
And it would weaken enforcement of those laws, kind of gut those enforcement mechanisms. In fact, there are many lawsuits right now that parents and families have brought against the tech companies. What would the impact be legally?
Yeah, the broad preemption provision in this bill would really cause chaos for those lawsuits, because you're talking about school districts and parents and others going against the most powerful companies in the world. And so if those companies have an out to argue in court that their claims are preempted by this bill and that they disclosed in their privacy policy what they were doing, there's a question about whether those cases
I think that is so wrong. That is so wrong to rip the rug out from under the families and kids. I mean, the evidence of harm to children online is very apparent after many years. And I know they want to, I hear the argument, they want to hang their hat on, okay, we want one set of rules nationwide, but if you have a very weak federal standard, that's no protection at all for people's privacy, is it?
No, it's not. I agree that we need a federal data privacy law, and EPIC has been asking that for 30 years, but we need that rule to be strong.
In fact, we had a good bipartisan compromise that we had hammered out here, and I think that Americans deserve better. They really do deserve to be able to safeguard their personal private data. Some of it is very sensitive, their personal health data as well, and this would just, I think, unleash the big tech companies' ability to mine that data, make us the product with no recourse. It's kind of on theme for what this committee has done. If folks don't know what this committee has done this session, they passed out of this committee a complete ban on any AI regulation at all, federally or for the states, at all. They've also gutted our Kids Online Safety Act that is very bipartisan in the Senate. Also, the Kids Online Privacy Protection Act is passed by unanimous consent in the Senate and here. I don't know why the tech companies have greater influence. They have gutted that, weakened that. It just seems like it's another gift to the big tech companies. It's unfortunate that that's the tact of this committee, but I want folks to know what is going on here. I just think people deserve better. They deserve to have their privacy protected and not constantly mined and surveilled and then sold. And I'll end it there. Thank you very much.